SportsUCC. You got me, myself, Jonathan, Josh, Steve, and we're going to talk about American football. Starting off with college football, the most exciting football, I would say, for, not soccer-wise, you know how you like soccer, but American football. Start with college. We got Alabama versus Ole Miss. Alabama, they're just too good. We'll just go with Alabama. What do you guys think?
I do like a lot of upsets, but Alabama.
Ole Miss almost upset FSU, so I say this time they actually finish and beat Alabama. Yep, going with Ole Miss.
That's pretty big. Speaking of FSU gets a tough game. They get to play against number 10 Louisville. Go Louisville. Yeah, that's what I think. Louisville's going to win.
There's no chance. It's just going to be FSU.
Seminole.
You guys didn't see the games I saw.
They came back on Ole Miss.
Because I don't even watch college football. I am not an expert analysis in this, guys.
You're right. You are not an expert.
Seminoles are winning this hands down.
Yeah, sure.
No competition.
Third game, we got Michigan State facing Notre Dame. These games normally, they go all the way down to the wire, and they're always pretty good games. But I think Michigan State would end up winning this game. What do you guys think?
This game I actually am interested in. I think this game is going to come down to a 2-point conversion to Michigan State.
Yeah. Okay. There's a difference between blue and green.
Well, I personally think Notre Dame is still avoiding the conferences because they're scared. But I'm going to go with Notre Dame. Because they're going to play with fear.
They're going to
play with fear.
Luck of the Irish.
They play 4 different conferences, big schools. Yeah.
Scared.
All right, college football game of the week, Ohio State and Oklahoma. Honestly, I don't understand why Oklahoma did this to themselves. They already lost to Houston. They're definitely going to knock themselves out of the playoff contention. So they're going to lose to Ohio State. So, yeah, I got Ohio State beating Oklahoma.
It's a game, baby. Anything can happen. Oklahoma.
This is actually really hard to pick. I'm going to go with Ohio State, the Buckeyes.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say just because they add stars to their helmets.
They're not stars. They're little plant things. That's whatever they're on.
Whatever their little country
Brutus is. That's the name of their mascot, by the way. Whatever he is, he's like some acorn looking thing. Yeah.
Isn't Urban Meyer over there?
That's mainly why I went against him. Because I'm a Gators fan.
That's why I went for him.
Supposedly
he played Tim Tebow, so forever respect.
I'm not an expert analysis, but I can like who I want.
Oh, yeah, but you don't know if you're a Florida Gators fan.
So on to the better league of the American football, the NFL. We got an exciting first game to start off. America's team, Cowboys versus the Redskins. Are we allowed to say that here? Is that Redskins?
I don't know.
We're going to say the Redskins.
Washington.
Cowboys versus blank.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to Washington. Dirk Cousins. You like that? You like that?
It's a rivalry game. I'm going to give it to the Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Tony Romo comes back from injury, holds that clipboard extra tight, and they're going to come out with the win.
Maybe not coming back from that injury. He'll probably be in the VIP section, little press box.
Of the hospital?
Of the hospital, yeah, for sure, definitely. Cowboys, last second drive. I don't understand what that wide receiver was doing, running in the middle when he should have went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. He even had Des Bryant pointing out of bounds, and he went the complete opposite way.
Yeah, I mean, he even looked like he looked out of bounds.
I don't know if he believed in the kicker.
Well, yeah.
Guy made him all game. I don't know.
Yeah, if he's going to score in the last 2
the
seconds.
The coach pat him on the back. He was like, well, I hope you enjoyed your last game.
We're looking for a
probably
replacement.
Got cut, definitely, yeah. I think the Redskins are going to win. Oh, I said Redskins again?
No, blank.
Washington. They're going to win. Kirk Cousins. Not Dirk.
It's all right. So our next game is actually, it's a great game. Colts, Broncos. What more do you want? Manning versus Manning. Wait. He doesn't play there anymore. He's retired.
I don't think he's showing up to the game.
What team does he choose? He's retired now. Who does he go for?
Team Papa John's.
His heart's torn.
Gonna be watching
our
the game.
Sunday NFL
Papa
ticket.
John's.
I don't know. So actually, it's not that exciting. We got the 7th round pick versus Andrew Luck. I think it's going to be the Colts.
I think I'm actually going to go with the Broncos. That defense is tough, and they shut down Panthers. Well, not really shut down, but I just think that defense is way too strong. I think they're going to keep them in the game, and all the Denver Broncos have to do is just keep handing it off to Anderson and just let the defense do their work, and they'll come out on top.
Yeah, the Panthers, they blew it. That kicker should have never even kicked that warm-up That warm-up kick, that before they iced it and called the timeout. For this game, I think they're going to beat the Colts by way of a running back, because that quarterback is not good. That quarterback that looks like a young Peyton Manning.
Perfect. That's like John Elway's dream.
Yeah. only getting doppelgangers. That's all he's getting.
All right, now we're actually going to move on to another rivalry game that kind of rivals the Cowboys versus the Redskins. It's going to be the Packers versus the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers versus, who's the other dude they picked up?
Sam Bradford.
Aaron Rodgers versus another hospital patient. And I'm going to give it, Aaron Rodgers after Brett Favre is my favorite QB. I'm going to give it to the Packers.
That's a bad man. That bad man, Aaron Rodgers. I'm just giving it to the Packers.
Easily.
I mean, I know they barely just beat Jacksonville, and they probably actually might have lost if the receiver got around one guy, but their defense actually looked really good. Offense was clicking. I'm just going to give it to the Packers.
Sean Hill, their starting quarterback for Minnesota now, did not throw a touchdown pass. Adrian Peterson did not play well. That's what happens when you don't play a single preseason snap. I'm getting to discount double check. Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, now for our game of the week, the Bengals versus the Steelers. This game is a little bit heated, and I'm actually going to hand it off to Josh, who knows a little bit more insight on this.
Is it because I'm an expert analysis?
That's on soccer. Not yet proved on football.
No.
American football.
Well, anyways, yeah, this is a very big division rival game. Seattle getting knocked out of the playoffs last season against the Steelers on a very just dumb penalty. They would have won the game if the guy didn't hit him late. That was all it was. I'm sure Cincinnati is definitely going to be wanting some revenge. They got AJ Green, who just had a monstrous game. I don't know. It's going to be a close one.
Andy Dalton was playing lights out last year also.
Yeah, he was. Big Ben though with Antonio Brown. I mean, and Andy Dalton, AJ Green. It's goes right there. But I don't know. The Steelers have their number. I think I'm going to give it to the Steelers.
We're going with Cincinnati. AJ Green did play lights out today. He went into Revis Island and there is no more island. There was basically a typhoon, a hurricane. It just blew that island to shreds because he took out Darrelle Revis and obliterated him. Cincinnati, AJ Green, maybe 2 touchdowns for him.
But
they're gonna beat the Steelers.
The Steelers have Troy Polamalu.
Still? No, he retired.
No, he retired.
I know.
Just doing Head and Shoulders. I think he retired from that too.
I don't even Head and Shoulders sponsor him anymore. He can finally cut his hair now.
Well, my prediction, you always like the Steelers. They're one of the tough teams every single year, but I don't know. I'm feeling the Bengals on this one. I'm feeling Dalton to AJ Green all game long. I think that's the new connection. I think Bengals are going to come out on top by a field goal, though.
Yeah, that sounds about right. A field goal.
About a field goal right at the end of the game.
I
think there was about 2 to 3 games that ended on a field goal this past weekend.
Both of you went against the expert. Guys, come on.
So-called expert.
All right. So, again, guys, we got one last game. It's our toilet bowl. I don't know if y'all watched it. I know I didn't because you kind of just want to not even
switch
care.
The channel.
It's not worth it. And this game is definitely not worth it. So don't even care to look at this thing. Don't pick anybody from these teams for your fantasy at all. 0. It is the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens.
The Browns returning to the toilet bowl game again?
Going for a 2-time champion of the toilet bowl.
I don't think RG3 threw an interception, though. I predicted like 9 interceptions the first quarter. I was a little off.
They still lost.
Yeah, they got handed by the Eagles, who are not even good with their first-round pick.
Isn't that the team Chip Kelly ripped apart?
Yeah.
And like brought it down to a practice squad and just had Bradford as their starting QB literally 2 weeks ago?
Didn't even take Tim Tebow.
That hurt.
Well, in this toilet bowl game, I got the Baltimore Ravens.
Well,
the Ravens unrightfully in this toilet bowl game. They're definitely going to beat the Browns. I mean, RG3 is probably going to get benched this game. I think, it could happen.
The Browns need Mark Sanchez as their savior.
Well, Mark Sanchez is now a Cowboy. So.
I know. He needs to somehow get off that team. He needs to butt fumble it.
But fumble his way onto another team.
And go to the Browns where he'll reignite his career.
Straight to the toilet bowl. All right, it's pretty bad when the Browns can bring down a storied franchise in the Baltimore Ravens. I feel bad for all of Baltimore because it's a bye week. You don't even want to tune into this game. Your team's playing, but you're playing the Browns. You know you're going to demolish them. I'm going with the Ravens. Hands down, it's a clean sweep. There's no chance. No chance.
Baltimore doesn't deserve this. What did y'all do?
You guys are stripping us of good football. Well, on that sour note, I think we're going to head off and hopefully catch some better games. So this has been SportsUCC, This Week in Football. I'm Steve. This is Josh. This is Jonathan. David in the background. Have a good night.
You heard it here third, guys.